Hi, I'm Tabby, and I'll be taking care of you. Oh, okay. Welcome to the No Table Manners podcast. Welcome, welcome. Come on, come all. This is for all food and beverage, front of house, back of house, support staff, upper management. This is for food and beverage, hospitality workers. Welcome. I like you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your service. We're going to get into some pretty great conversations today. So let's clap it up for that. No Table Manners podcast is a podcast about the restaurant from the waitress point of view. It is my own little baby. I am starting this podcast because I can work anywhere. I've worked at Waffle Houses. I worked at hotels. I worked at bar and grills. I worked at private business and social clubs. That has been a crazy transition for me, but balance. So I'm bringing this podcast to you all to give you a perspective, to enlighten you on fine dining or just dining out, to give you a background, to give you some history, to give you the perception of what I do, and basically how you look as a customer or as a guest when you come to the restaurant. You know, um, this podcast consists of good experiences as well as bad experiences, as well as experiences with people who probably don't go out that much, so they do not know how the restaurant works. And I am going to educate you so that you don't look like either an asshole, um, ignorant, um, disconnected, or just plain rude or mean when you go sit down and dine. I have to take a moment and put my fucking lips on because I just realized that I don't have them on. So we are going to take a small intermission, check the camera, and I'm going to run that. Here are a few of those lips. Let us pray over these people. Today I walked into work. Something told me I cannot wait. Thank God I'm focused. And that was just that. So episode 1 is going to be about server jargon. It's going to be about things that you might hear in a restaurant that you don't know what's going on about. What? So, episode 1, server talk. So, server talk. We are starting with 86. What does 86 mean? 86 means something that we're out of. 86 wine, 86 onions, 86 the pulled pork sandwich. That means either we don't have the pulled pork, we don't have the sauce, we don't have the buns. No matter what, we can't serve it. So we're out of it. 86. 86. We're out of it. Top. 10 top, 2 top, 4 top. Top means how many people are at a table. So I got a 5 top at table 32. That's 5 people at table 32. And table 32 is subjective, right? It's semantics. Whatever the restaurant owner or the manager that creates the floor plan, which is where the tables are and what the numbers are, that is what a table number is, and the top is how many people are at that table. VIP, very important person. Subjective, once again. The VIPs that the owners and the managers might have, they might be horrible people. They're very important to the owner. They're very important to the manager. Your VIPs are going to be people who take care of you, people who care about your well-being, your day, people who ask you, how are you? And really want to listen to the answer. That's what a VIP is to me. A nice tipper, a nice person, considerate, respectful, consistent. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in here after a bad day and try to take that out on me. That's not a VIP. Also, do you know how to TIP? Huh? Okay. Allergies, dietary restrictions. That is what you cannot have. I'm not trying to kill you during your dining experience. Double, triple sat. That means that the host has sat 2 tables or 3 tables or quadruple sat 4 tables at the same time. When you come into a restaurant and you get sat and somebody else gets sat right next to you or right after you and you see the same server going to both your tables, give a little grace. Because we don't want both of you at the same time. We want a chance to come up to the table and greet the table and say, hi, how are you? I'm Tabby. I'll be taking care of you. And get your drinks in. But if I have 2 tables to greet, that's going to cut the time in half, and that is going to cut my abilities to serve you to the best of my ability in half. And then triple sat in a third, and then quadruple sat 1/4 of the service that you would normally get. This section is, hey, what tables you are responsible for. What tables are you taking care of today? Every single table. Maybe you might have 5 tables. At a really fine dining place, you got 3. At a place that don't care, you might have 12 tables. But the responsibilities are different at a Waffle House than at a fine dining establishment, such as any private business and social club. You might have 3 tables. But at a Waffle House, you might have the whole restaurant. If you come in at 6 o'clock, you were leaving the overnight, and nobody else gets here till 8. 2 hours, it don't matter if the restaurant fill up. They're all your tables. When at 8 o'clock come in, they might cut the restaurant in half. You got half the restaurant. But at a fine dining place, that's not going to happen. Why? Because we have to reset you. When you're done eating, we have to take all our silverware and place new silverware right in front of you. I do. My kids set this table, so it's not right, but we're just going to roll with it. Pre-busing. After you're done with your appetizer, I'm supposed to take that plate. After you're done with your drink, I'm supposed to take that wine glass. After you're done with your salad, I'm supposed to take that salad plate. And if you're sharing your food, I'm supposed to put a share plate down. All of those are steps of service. Steps of service could be greeting, putting in your order, taking your drink order, pre-busing, resetting. Different steps of service for different qualities of dining. Resetting, remarking is changing the silverware, the plates, like I just told you. Front of house is any server, bartender, host, busser, server assistant, or essay. Story time. Server assistant. So when I first got into fine dining, people were telling me, hey, if you need something, tell your essay. And I was just like, what is an essay? And why are they all Hispanic? And why does this feel so racist? Coincidence. As hard as it is to believe, the essays were Hispanic, but they weren't saying essay. Chulo. They weren't saying that. They were saying server assistant. And it took me about 3 weeks to realize, like, oh, okay, this is what they call these people. Essay, server assistant. Back of house, that is any chef, dishwasher, expo, prep cook, bakery. Like, that's anybody whose main tasks are in the back of the house. Corner, that means I'm coming around a corner. And you might not be able to see me, and you might be passing this corner while I'm coming around the corner. And if I don't say corner, or if you don't say corner, we're going to collide, which is very risky. So you're supposed to be saying corner, even if you're just walking past any 90-degree angle, 45-degree angle. And any opening where somebody might be walking through. FIFO. FIFO. That means first in, first out. This does not just apply to restaurants. So when you're a stalker, not a stalker, crazy ass girl, a stalker, first in, first out. So if I'm prepping a new batch of, let's just say, eggs, and I gotta whip these eggs up and blah blah blah, and I have to label them. That means that if you did some eggs yesterday, and I have to do eggs today, we're going to use the eggs from yesterday first, because that was the first set of eggs or batch of eggs that came into the fridge. And then that's the first batch of eggs that needs to come out so that they don't go bad, so that the prepping is not wasted, so that we don't have to throw everything away. Shelf life could be 2 days, and yesterday this might be the last day that these eggs can be used. Otherwise we have to toss them out. But we don't want to use eggs that we just prepped today first, then the other eggs are going to go out. Cost, all of that stuff goes down the drain when you do that. So first in, first out. The first thing that you open, the first thing that you prep, that's the first thing that you use. Your station, your stock station, your server station, that could be plates, silverware, that could be napkins, that could be check presenters, that could be mise en places, that can be trays. Anything in your station that you need to prep to give fast and efficient service, that's what's in your station. You need to stock it. You need to make sure everything is full before you leave or before the next shift comes in. Ice, whatever. Stock your station. Side work. The devil. The side work is the devil, y'all. Those are things that you do during your shift and before you leave your shift that 9 times out of 10 you hate. Folding napkins. Rolling up silverware. Rolled silverware is my arch nemesis, and I do not want to work at a restaurant that I have to roll silverware ever again. No, if the tableware don't come like this, I don't want to work for you. I don't want to roll silverware. Okay. On the fly. That mean hurry up. That mean hurry up. I forgot to put my order in. I need it right away. Your VIP is asking for this right away. Oh, they've already started eating, and we don't want to waste any more time on getting them this side dish that they ordered because they didn't realize that their meal don't come with it. That's on the fly. A la carte. A la carte is one at a time. So if we have a steak and potatoes and you don't want the potatoes, we can put the steak in a la carte by itself only. Solitary, solo. That's a la carte. Like me, I be a la carte everywhere I go. I go everywhere a la carte. Just me. Hot behind, cold behind, sharp behind. That means behind you is a hazard. And you need to move your ass out the way. Get out of there. And I'm not talking about the movie. Something's behind you. You really don't want to see it. Don't turn around. Move fast and move out the way. Could be heavier behind or whatever. Order up. That means your food is ready. Where I work, we got a food runner. You don't got to worry about order up. But Waffle House, you're delivering your food. You are the food runner. You are the expo. You're checking to make sure everything is right before the food leaves the kitchen. That's expo. Prep. You're prepping what you need to prep. Sugars, ice, tea, whatever. This is your job. Order in. I have just put an order in. I just ordered this. Sometimes I might run to the kitchen if people got allergies or dietary restrictions or specifics. Like, hey, they want you to burn their bread. That's a specification. Ticket time. How long is my food going to take to come out the window? So when you slow, naturally, sometimes 11, 12 minutes. When you want to wait, if you walk into a restaurant and they're on a 30-minute wait, please don't think you're going to get your food in 11 minutes. You waited to sit down. You waited for your drinks. You waited for your server to get there because she's fucking drowning. The ticket times are high. Sit, have a couple drinks, a little bev. Ticket times are how long it takes for food or drinks or anything to get to the table. Coursing out. So again, in fine dining, sometimes we take all three courses, the order for all three courses. It's going to be appetizer, main, and dessert. And I'm going to course it out. So the appetizer is going to come out first, dinner second, and dessert third. Would you believe it's people that order all three of those and think they're all going to come out at the same time? In hell they might, but here it's not gonna happen. A chit. When the host hits you, they're gonna give me a chit that tells me what your name is, if you have allergies or dietary restrictions, what your specifics is, who your server is. The chit might even tell me that you're an asshole. You don't know that, but we do. So that's all I got today. I don't know if I missed anything. Please tell me if I missed anything. Like, follow, subscribe. I don't even got a page yet, but you know, this is episode 1. Again, my name is Tabby, and I'll be taking care of you. And this was episode 1 of No Table Manners. Yeah.